Hello guys, Motivation here. Today we'll be reviewing, or not actually reviewing, but today we're going to be unboxing this really cool model. I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but if you've seen the thumbnail and the title, you're already gonna know what model this is. So to start the video, we're going to be doing an unboxing. Now I just got back from school, so yeah. I'm very excited for this model because I've been wanting it for a long time. Here we go. And here you go. Here we have the model. So I have some packing peanuts, as you can see right there. And over here, we have we have this United Boeing 767-300ER made by NG Models. Now I am so excited to finally get this model. I've been wanting this model for so long. I've been trying to find the Gemini Jets version, and now I finally have it in my collection. So yeah, now let's review the box. So I have the box. We have the Boeing 767-300ER titles, the United logo, the clip art of the aircraft, registration, which is, oh, you can't see that, November 673 Uniform Alpha. Then we have 1 to 400 scale collectible models, die-cast metal, and we have the Boeing licensed product. So now in the left side, we have the United logo, 767-300ER. On the bottom, we have the clip art for aircraft registration. On the right side, we have the same as the left, and on the top, we have the same as the bottom. So at the back, we have the same as the front. Let me just do it for you guys here. So yeah, this is what the box looks like, and now we're going to be officially unboxing this model. I am so excited. Oh, this looks awesome. Oh my god, it's gonna look so good. Now, I have seen a lot of complaints about this model, which is a bit disappointing. As you can see, oh, this looks perfect. We also have a tailpiece back there, I didn't know that. I'm actually gonna show you guys the model right here, and oh my god. Oh, that looks beautiful. Like at a first glance, this looks really nice. Yeah, I've seen a lot of QC issues surrounding this model. For example, misprinting, as you can see, cockpit windows are a bit slanted, unfortunately. I have seen some paint chips on this model. I have seen some symmetry issues. Oh yeah, let's have the card. Anyway, so I have seen a lot of QC issues around this model, but it seems like mine's is pretty good, to be honest. Yeah, this looks excellent. So now let's review this beautiful aircraft model. So without further ado, let's review this aircraft model, starting at the nose. So at the nose, we have the cockpit windows, some pitot tubes, we have the radome right there, we have the Star Alliance logo, the L1 door, some static ports, and we have the large United titles. Then we have the blue cheat line going up at an arc, and then we have the gray underbelly. As you can see, we also have the front landing gear with the fleet number, which looks really nice. Now, The nose shape does look a bit odd. I got my Gemini Jet 767 to compare it. So yeah, let me get some light on that. So as you can see, the NG model, the nose, it's a lot more rounded, but the Gemini Jet's mold, it's a lot more pointier, which I think is more accurate. I do know that the 767, it does have quite a round nose, but the Gemini Jets, but I feel like this is too round, but so the Gemini Jets, I think it's a bit more accurate to the actual model, or to the actual plane in real life. So yeah, that's a bit strange. So now at the wings, we have the flaps, slats, and spoilers carved out really nicely. We also do have some different shades of gray, as you can see with the silver leading edge. We also do have the exit markings on the wing, and we also have the fuel tank outlines on the wing, which looks really nice. However, what's not really good about the wings is the winglets. Now, as you can see, it is in a completely wrong shape. It looks more like a 757 winglet. It's the 767 winglet. It's supposed to be, I'm pretty sure, a bit more narrower and maybe a bit more rounded off at the top. Let me compare the Gemini Jet winglet for you. So here's the, I know you can't really see that, so excuse me for a second. So I know it's not the best. So yeah, look at the shape on the Gemini Jet winglet. That looks, it's a bit more narrower. It's rounded up. It's rounded at the top, so it just looks a bit more realistic compared to the Gemini Jet winglet. Not the Gemini Jet, the NG winglet, where it looks more like a 757 winglet, just scaled up, which is disappointing. So now the engines does look really good on this model. So really nice shape. It has the vents on the side, on the outside. However, as you can see, the depth of the fan blades is way too deep. So it's supposed to be a lot more out, but as you can see, it is really deep into the engines, which looks really disappointing. However, I'm not really too bothered by it, because at least the outside of the engine, it does look pretty good compared to the Gemini Jets version. That's one thing that the NG version did better than the Gemini Jets. So now at the rear of the aircraft, we have the tail, which looks really nice. We have the United globe. We have the pretty sure the L4 door. We have the satcom, and we also have some antennas. We also have registration, which is November 673 Uniform Alpha with the United States flag. And there is just a lot of printed details. You can see it's not really noticeable, but you can see a hatch right there. You can see some, like a static port, some more sensors, the anti-tail strike collision right there. And we also have horizontal stabilizers. All of that looked really nice. There's a bunch of detail in this model, which is really good to see. So then on the other side of the aircraft, everything is the same, except for the fact that we have the cargo compartments at the front and at the back. So now let's move on to my final thoughts and conclusion about this aircraft model. So like I previously stated, I've seen a bunch of QC issues with this model. I've seen a lot of issues regarding with the print, where there is some misalignments, misprinting, and even on the gray underbelly, I've seen one example where they miss completely they missed the underbelly, like one spot of the underbelly, which looks really bad. However, on my example, everything seems to be okay, except for the fact that there is a paint chip on the satcom, and there is some, usual smudges here and there, but they're not really noticeable. In fact, my camera can't really pick them up. But I mean, besides that, it's a pretty good model on my part. Now, I do have to say, be cautious when you get this model because there is a bunch of QC issues. But luckily with my example, I really wanted a United 767 and mine came out really good. However, on others there is some defects here and there. So would I recommend this model? For the most part, yes. If you really want a United 767, then go for it. However, if you're not that desperate, I'd say wait for the Panda models once they release that, or once a different manufacturer releases it. With that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.